Hey everybody, it's Tim with Broken Dice, bringing you a quick little channel update. What I've been painting on getting done this week. I've switched back to the Warlord Games, the Song of Ice and Fire, and I got to work on finishing up a couple of Stark units, House Stark units, Sworn Swords that I've had in my closet for a long time, and I just decided to get a couple of things done on that army. It's coming along really nicely, but it's growing just like all of them do. Okay, and this is one of those units. I went with a little different paint scheme than normal. I left the shields black and bronzed the armor up, left the mail a metallic color, and all the cloth is green. Yeah. Again, their models are, pretty much monopose stuff, so you just get in the groove, painting them, they come off pretty easy. I added some more timber to the base, snow effects. Get this off here. A little metal Lazy Susan. I have magnets on the bottom, just tap it on there. That's just for gaming, for it's easier just to turn them, because in the game mechanics it works better that way. Okay, there are the snow effects, and there's a little bit of a trick to get it like fluffy and thick, because a lot of times if you do it too thin, it gets a little grayish looking after a while. There's a trick to getting it kind of thick, and the way you do that is you just add I've talked about this before. You take this, you add some generic white glue into a container, and you work it until you get kind of a chunky. I tell you, that white's hard to do this way. Maybe if I turn that off, yeah, it's a little better. See how chunky it is in blocks and stuff, and you get those chunky blocks like that, and it's easier to get that built up on a base where it looks like it's deep snow, instead of having to do tons and tons of thin layers. This works out fairly well for that, especially like a couple of places. Kind of missed it earlier. I've come down here and I had my charging cable for my phone attached to one of those little batteries. I just sat down, it flipped. I had this thing sitting up on this, and it caught that tree and flipped the whole thing over. So at one point in time, you can actually get this stuff to work to where it's really thick and kind of hanging off the sides of stuff. Works pretty well. Second unit, a little darker color scheme. The shields have been painted. The wolf is white, except for on the metallics. I left the metallics. They're done in a bronze. It's kind of hard to tell with this lighting. I'm gonna hit this other light. That's not that much better. Same thing, same unit, same poses and everything. But again, piece of timber, some big stones, darken it down, the fluffy snow, good to go. Now that that's done, I'm working on next are some livestock for my English Civil War or whatever battle scene. I can put. They can be great objective markers, game mechanic pieces where you give them points for so many stolen or destroyed or whatever to affect your enemy. All kinds of uses for these little models. They'll be fun on the board, but I mean, obviously you can do it with anything, but livestock looks a little bit better, especially when you're doing a small little settlement scene. Okay, historical wise, working on some Greek. Got these guys assembled, the Greek archers from Victrix. They'll be fun to paint up and get ready to go. And that's about it. I hope everybody has a great work week. Stay safe, stay well. If you want to, leave a comment down below, subscribe, let me know what you're doing. Keep me informed. Give me a heads up when you got some videos dropping, because I follow a lot of people. I just haven't been able to comment on a lot of things. I've been kind of lamed up this week, so it's not been very productive. But I have been sitting around watching a lot of videos. Everybody stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next weekend.